Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Rajachana Ranjana Yashodanandana Rajachana Ranjana Yashodanandana Rajachana Ranjana Yashodanandana Rajachana Ranjana Yamuna Tera Vanachari Yamuna Tera Vanachari Yamuna Tera Vanachari Yamuna Tera Vanachari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Acharya Stottra Sat Shri Sriman Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. Shri Guru Parampara ki Jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shyam Kund Radha Kund Kiri Govardhan ki Jai. Jayananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai. Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Devi ki Jai. Jai Gaura Premanande. All glory is to the Assembled Devotees. All glory is to the Assembled Devotees. All glory is to the Assembled Devotees. All glory is to Shri Guru and Guru. So today is the last part of our I don't know, workshop, seminar. What is the difference? I also don't know. Workshop, seminar, class, the difference. I think workshop means if you have to work something, and seminar means you present something, and class you impregnate something. So somehow I don't know how to call it. The main thing is Shravana Kirtana. You may put it as workshop, seminar, class, whatever you like. But one should listen. And what should he listen? Which is spoken from proper source. Which sound is coming from the proper source. We don't listen to anyone and everyone. So therefore, this Saranagati, if one wants to surrender completely to God, he needs spiritual power. And that power comes from the proper source. If I'll say just surrender to Krishna, anyone can say. But you will not be able to do it unless you get some mercy, special mercy. So that special mercy is called Chit Pala, spiritual power. That spiritual power will never come from a bhogi, not from a yogi, not from a mayavadi, not from any Appasiddhanta, Appasampradaya. It will only come from Shri Guru Parampara. So that Shri Guru, what is the meaning? Shri means beauty. This is called meaning of Shri. Sometime in India, they say Shri Shriman Mukunda Patel, some name. But this is not right. You cannot call any rascal Shri. Shri refers originally to transcendental beauty, spiritual beauty. So that is the beauty of Krishna and of Krishna Bhakti. That Shri originally is only referred to those who have pure loving devotional service to God. Those who know, who have realized pure bhakti. So from that line we want to listen. Then life becomes Shri. Life becomes beautiful. Otherwise, better not to listen. just wasting time.
உங்கள் நேரத்தை நீங்கள் வீணாக்குங்கள்.
So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he said,
பக்தி சித்தாந்தத்தில்
I was very proud.
நான் வந்து ப்ரௌடாக இருக்கேன்.
I never listened to anyone.
நான் வந்து வேறு எந்த கதையிலும் நான் கேட்டதில்லை.
But when I saw Gaur Kishore Das Babaji,
நாங்கள் வந்து கௌர் கிஷோர் பாபாஜி
he crushed my pride.
என்னுடைய பெருமை இல்லாமல் போயிட்டு
And I like to listen.
அவரை சொல்வதை நான் கேட்க விரும்புகிறேன்.
I want to listen eternally.
நிச்சயமாக நான் கேட்க விரும்புகிறேன்.
Though I have never liked to listen from anyone.
நான் யார்த்தையும் கேட்க விரும்பவில்லை.
So that pride, you cannot say this pride.
அதை நீங்கள் வந்து பெருமைன்னு சொல்ல முடியாது.
But the point is, he is fixed.
ஏன்னா அது வந்து அதில் என்ன அர்த்தம்
I want love of God.
நான் வந்து
And I don't want anything else.
நான் வேறு எதையும் நான் கேட்க விரும்பவில்லை.
So if something else is coming, I don't go there.
எனக்கு வேறு எதுவும் வந்துட்டு இருக்குது நான் போக மாட்டேன்.
Therefore, what? Evam parampara praptam imam rajasaya vidhu. Rajasaya vidhu. The learned kings, they accepted this path.
இந்த வழியை அவங்க ஏற்றுக்கொண்டாங்க.
Not the foolish kings.
மடத்தனமான சிங்க.
Vidhu means those who had some knowledge.
அறிவுள்ளவர்கள்.
They have accepted the path.
அவர்கள் வந்து ஏற்றுக்கொண்டார்கள் இந்த பாதையை.
So Prabhupada is giving explanation in Srimad Bhagavatam 2:4-18. Kirata hunandra pulinda pulkasa abhira sambhajavana kasadaya jenne cha papayat apasraya shrayah suddhanti tasmai prabha vishnave namah. This is Srimad Bhagavatam. It says, any low-born person, he might be born as Swiss, or that is quite low. What is that? Pulinda, Hunandra, Pulkasa, all these hunters, forest people, tribals, dog eaters, and all these people, they can be purified by the guidance of a pure devotee of Krishna. Because the Lord is extraordinarily powerful. So Bhagavan, he can do possible into impossible. And he can make possible impossible and impossible possible. So sometimes we may find ourselves to be impossible cases. Like, how can I get association of Krishna in Vrindavan? I don't know. Look at me. But Krishna makes it possible through his pure devotee. So I don't see any hope than the help of a pure devotee. This is the explanation of all the Vedas. You may be a big Brahmana. Only problem will be your fire will burn longer due to your Brahman belly. When you die, the fire will take more wood to burn your belly. That's the only difference. So there is no qualification. Only the mercy of Krishna's devotee. Therefore, anyone can get Krishna. But he has to accept this teaching. And that teaching is Saranagati. That is taught by pure devotees. Why should a pure devotee speak anything else? He is not wasting his time, and he does not waste our time also. When he speaks pure bhakti. So, the ignorance and passion is there. Therefore, our body and mind is churned always. We feel uneasy. You don't want passion, but it will enter.
உங்களுக்கு விரும்பவில்லை இந்த ரஜோகுணம், ஆனாலும்
You don't want tamaguna, still it will come.
நீங்கள் தமோகுணம் விருப்பமில்லை, ஆனால் வந்து விடும்.
So we are constantly suffering.
அதனால தான் நாங்கள் வந்து தொடர்ச்சியாக நாங்கள் துன்பம் அனுபவித்துக் கொண்டிருக்கிறோம்.
But the instruction of a pure devotee will bring us out of this tama and raja.
ஏன்னா அவர்கள் வந்து
Tama, darkness, ignorance, and passion. He'll bring us out of that.
இதிலிருந்து எங்களை விடுவிக்கின்றது இந்த குணங்களிலிருந்து.
And one becomes sattva-guni. Sattva-guni means
ஒருத்தர் சத்துவகுணம்
he comes to goodness.
அவர் வந்து நல்ல குணத்தில் வருகிறார்.
And in goodness, what is his quality?
அவருடைய பராக்கிரமங்கள் என்ன?
He'll be peaceful.
அமைதி,
Samo, dhamma, tapa, saucham. Clean,
ரொம்ப சுத்தமாக இருப்பார்.
self-controlled,
அவர் புலன்களை அடக்கியிருப்பார்.
equiposed. Sama, dhamma, tapa, saucham. He is renounced. He can control his senses.
எல்லாம் அறிஞர் புலன்களை கட்டுப்படுத்த திறந்திருப்பார். அந்த புலன்களை
If someone will say, take some Swiss chocolate,
சிலர் சொல்லுவார்கள்,
he'll say, sorry Prabhu,
சரி பாபா,
I'd rather take some burfi,
நான் வந்து burfi
Mangalarti burfi.
மங்களார்த்தி.
If someone will say, come and let's watch a movie, he'll say,
சிலர் வந்து வாங்க வந்து
rather
பார்க்கலாம்.
I will listen some Krishna Katha.
நான் வந்து விருப்பன கிருஷ்ண கதை கேட்பேன்.
So, the second two, we have discussed 4 of 6 limbs of Saranagati.
அந்த சரணாகதி 6
So the second two are Bhakti Anukula Matra Karyera Svikara, Bhakti Pratikula Bhava Varjanangikara. I will accept which helps my bhakti, and I will not touch, look at, listen, smell, taste, touch, which will not support my bhakti.
வந்து எங்கள் புலன்களால் நாங்கள் எதை பார்க்கின்றோமோ, நாங்கள் எதை தொடர்றோமோ, இது வந்து எங்களுக்கு இது
Otherwise, as it is said in the Bible, again I will read this very nice sloka. Sorry, I am using modern science.
இது வந்து நவீன விஞ்ஞானம்.
And if your eye causes you to lose your faith
உங்களுடைய
or to
கண்கள்
commit
உங்களுடைய
sin,
நம்பிக்கையை கெடுப்பதாக இருந்தால்,
tear it out
அதை நீங்கள்
and
எடுத்து
throw it away.
அதை எடுத்து எறிந்து விடுங்கள்.
It is better for you to enter eternal life
இது உங்களுக்கு நல்லது கூட
with one eye
ஒரு கண்ணில்
than to have 2 eyes and be thrown into hellfire.
எனக்கு அந்த ரெண்டு கண்ணையும் வச்சு நீங்கள் நரகலோகத்துக்கு போவதை விட இது நல்லது என்று ஒரு கண் இருக்கிறது.
So what's the use of going to hell very healthy?
என்ன உங்களுக்கு கிடைக்கும் என்று நீங்கள் பெரிய நல்ல
I am very healthy. I have done yoga, all my life yoga,
நான் சொல்லலாம்
Ramdev yoga.
நல்ல ஆரோக்கியமாக இருக்கும்.
So, and I have taken only organic food, bio,
நான் பியோ சாப்பாடு சாப்பிடுவேன்,
nothing else.
வேறு ஒன்றும் சாப்பிடுவதில்லை.
And all these things.
எல்லாம் இந்த விஷயப்படையங்கள்.
So you go to hell healthy.
நீங்கள் நரகத்துக்கு போய்
What's the use?
என்ன அது எந்த விதமான பிரயோஜனம் இல்லையே.
One should not go to hell at all.
ஏன் நீங்கள் நரகத்துக்கு போகணும்?
And that is only possible if he gives up sinful activities.
நரகத்துக்கு போகும்போது நீங்கள் வந்து
Otherwise, how can you avoid it?
செய்வதை நீங்கள் இல்லாமல் தடுக்க வேண்டும்.
Do you think Jamaraj will listen to you? Oh, Jamaraj, no, I did some good. You don't know. I think you don't remember. He'll just say, shut up.
சில நல்ல நல்ல காரியங்கள் செய்திருக்கேன்.
I know exactly who you are.
எனக்கு தெரியும் நீ யார் என்று யமராஜ்
I don't see that you chanted properly. I don't see you did seva nicely to Vaishnavas and Krishna. You didn't have any faith in Guru. So just shut up and get your share. So
உங்களுடைய பங்கெடுத்து
then after some time, again you'll come back and into the womb of a mother, maybe
இதை ஒரு தாயின்
womb of a human mother.
ஒரு மனிதன்
Again you'll come out and again waste time.
திரும்பியும்
Again waste this life. Again go to hell for millions of years.
திரும்பியும் பல கோடி
Again after so long we come back and get a human life.
திரும்பியும் அந்த பல கோடி காரணம்
Again we come out
திரும்பியும் மனித உடல் கிடைக்கும்.
and again we waste it.
அதே தான் நான் செய்தேன்.
So this has been going on.
இது நடந்து கொண்டே இருக்கின்றது.
So how can we call anyone intelligent? Therefore, Prabhupada very boldly said, "You are all rascals." What else can we say? There is no sober person unless he accepts Gurudev's lotus feet as his life and soul. Why Gurudev? I go directly, I will go to Krishna. I can do this. But that's not possible, because this is Bhakti kingdom. Krishna lives in the Bhakti kingdom. His place is called Bhakti Raja, kingdom of love. So unless you get the love, you cannot go to that kingdom. Do you have love for Krishna? So you can go and knock the door. He'll not open. And that love, it will be given by a pure devotee. So therefore, any low-born person can be purified by the guidance of a pure devotee. Then he'll come to Sattva Guna. And finally, Shuddha Sattva. Shuddha Sattva means good, the goodness, Tugand goodness, which will never be mixed by passion and ignorance. So you will sleep, and even in your sleep you will think of serving Krishna. You know what I dreamed last night? I dreamed I lost my teeth. Because yesterday I thought I will tear out this tooth. This one is giving pain since I think 10 years. The dentist tries to make it up, but no one succeeds. So finally I decided yesterday that I will tear it out. But you go to any dentist, they will say, "I'm not here to tear out your teeth, I'm here to repair it." So they always repair, but they don't take it out. So I'm tired of this tooth, this one. Then I dreamt this. So this is not a good dream. Better I should dream about Krishna's service. Why it happened? Because I spoke about my tooth and I thought about my tooth while day. In the night it came back. Not only that tooth went, even 4 of these also went. So, wasting only time. Therefore, we should not waste a second of our very valuable life to serve Krishna and Guru. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, Tuya Bhakti Pratikula Dharma Jathe Rai Paramaja Dhane Taha Yajivo Nishchai Tuya Bhakti Bahir Mukha Sangana Korivo Gaurango Virodhijana Mukhana Herivo Bhakti Pratikula Sthana Nakariva Sati Bhaktir Priya Karye Nahi Karirati. With great care and attention, I will give up all activities that are unfavourable for rendering devotional service unto you. I will not associate with the people who are averse to your devotional service. And I will never see the faces of those who are envious of Lord Gauranga. I will not reside in a place that is unfavourable for cultivating bhakti to you. and I will not become attached to any activities that are detrimental to my devotional service. Then he is going on, so many nice points. Even up to the point that if my relatives are against your bhakti, I will leave them. I will consider them to be strangers. So very carefully I'll give up all desires that are unfavourable for your devotional service. And I will never accept food which is not cooked or offered by your devotee. So then he is praying, Bhakti Vinoda Puri Prabhura Charana Magaesha Gati Prati Kulyera Varjana. Falling at the lotus feet of the Lord, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur begs for his mercy so that he will have enough strength to give up all activities that are unfavourable to his devotional service. So, the main problem is association. If we associate with those who are not having faith in bhakti, then we lose bhakti. That is experienced. They will somehow put Maya inside of us. You visit your family, I do sometimes, and if you stay for too long, then after some time you will think, maybe I should take one glass of wine. What's the problem? You can just, next day you just drink enough water, it will be go out again. Or, of course, in the case of meat, I'm not to be convinced. But some things are there. You may shake. So, and even if you don't shake, if you remain steady, but you don't feel easy, you don't feel free. They only talk nonsense. What they talk? You sitting on the table and they talk about their new cloth and their new car and they put new wheels on the car and the house, now we should make our roof, we have to renew the roof and so much nonsense and you're just sitting there. I don't know what I'm doing here. So, wasting time. Therefore, Assatsanga Tyag e Vaishnachar. Giving up bad association is the behavior of a Vaishnava. Of course, you cannot just say, grandmother, I'll never visit you again, because you are Maya. If you will say this, she will never understand your point. So in a very intelligent way, we should avoid. Not fanatic, not heavy, not very intelligently. And on the contrary of this, one should take association of pure devotees and of devotees. So he is saying, Tuya Bhakti Anukula Ye Kharja Hoy, Parama Jatane Taha Karive Nishoy. Whatever will help my bhakti, this I will accept. So if I'll associate with a devotee, immediately I am inspired to also do bhakti. If I associate with my grandmother, she is very nice in my case, so nothing wrong. But she doesn't give me Shakti to surrender to my Guru. So which one is better? Of course, of course not my grandmother. At the same time in the Veda, it is said, one should not offend anyone. You cannot offend anyone. So how to do this?
இப்படி செய்யணும்.
This also comes from bhakti.
இது வந்து பக்தியாலே வருகிறது.
This quality, how to deal, it comes from bhakti.
இந்த 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 இந்த
If one is surrendered to Guru, he becomes daksha, expert.
அவர் நம்ம எக்ஸ்பர்ட் ஆகிடும்.
Very expertly he'll speak to everyone. No one will feel bad.
யாருமே நம்ம
No one will feel bad. So, because Krishna loves everyone, he loves my grandmother as much as he loves me. If I will offend her, then I'm offending Krishna in some way. So only a devotee knows how to handle this. So this asatsanga tyag is a first step. And it also means antarnishtha bahir loko vibhar. Inside I am fixed and outside I am just behaving in some way. Like I am playing a drama. My grandmother will say, "Oh, my dear grandson," and embrace me, and I will, "Yes, grandmother, so nice to see you after a long time." But inside I don't feel this.
உண்மையான உள்ளுக்கு வந்து
Inside you are feeling, "Oh, when I will see Krishna."
நீங்க இப்போ கிருஷ்ணன்
And when my grandmother will see Krishna, she is so nice to me. So much love she has for me. Why not she will develop the love for Krishna?
என் மேல எவ்வளவு அன்பு
So you will pray like this inside.
வைக்கக்கூடாது. அப்படிதான் அவர் பக்தி.
But you will not show her, "Hey grandma, don't touch me, I'm a brahmachari." So like that. Or you didn't take bath. Who are you to touch me? You didn't take bath. Because she doesn't know that we take bath after passing stool. She'll just pass stool and not take bath. Isn't it? So, don't touch me. That we cannot say. So in this way, inside and outside, these are two different things.
உள்ளுக்கும் வெளியே வித்தியாசமான விஷயங்கள் உண்டு.
One has to become strict inside and he has to become very strict outside also. In this rejecting and accepting things, it is a matter of inside and outside. So I took out some points.
அது நான் சில கூட பேங்க்ல இருக்கேன். உள்ளுக்குமா
So outside is what?
வெளியே தான்
Outside, one should wake up in the morning and chant the name of Krishna
நாங்கள் இவ்வளவு காலையில் வெளியே எழுந்து நாங்கள் இறைவன் நாமத்தை நாங்கள் ஜெபிக்கிறோம்.
early. That means before the sun will rise, everyone should get up
சூரிய உதயத்துக்கு
and chant Hare Krishna.
சூரியத்துக்கு முதல்ல
That is
எழுந்து
outer.
சமாதானம் சொல்லணும்.
Then you should take a bath before that. Not just get up and chant, but first take a bath,
அதுக்கு முதல்ல நீங்கள் வந்து எழுந்து
brush teeth, brush the tongue.
நீங்கள் குளித்து
I didn't know there is something like tongue brushing until I reached the Hare Krishna temple. Before that we don't brush our tongue, only teeth. Now I cannot live without scraping the tongue.
இப்போ நான்
Who is not scraping tongue? You scrape your tongue? Yeah, you have to scrape your tongue also.
நீங்களும்
Not only the teeth, also tongue.
பல்ல மட்டுமல்ல நாக்கையும் வந்து நீங்கள்
And after going for full emptiness, means how you say, living earth. In real English, I think it's called passing stool. You should take full bath,
உண்மை நீங்கள்
unless you are sick
மனம் போனால் நீங்கள்
or you are very old.
முழுமணி குளிப்பிருக்கணும். அப்படி இல்லைன்னா நீங்கள் சிறப்பு வயதுக்கு இருந்தால்
And
இல்லாட்டி நீங்கள் நோயாக இருந்தால்
number one should just wash his hands and mouth.
முதல் கையை கழுவது வாயை கழுவது.
So this cleanliness can be learned in the Krishna's temple. If one doesn't know everything detail, he can come and learn.
கிருஷ்ண கோவிலில் கேட்கலாம்.
Then one should always be honest.
எப்பயுமே வந்து
Don't speak
உண்மையாக
lie.
இருக்க வேண்டும்.
If you are not happy, you can show it, no problem.
உங்களுக்கு சந்தோஷம் இல்லைன்னா
You are anyway not a sadhu, so
நீங்கள் சாதுக்கள் இல்லை.
I was always thinking I should always smile.
நான் சில நினைக்கிறேன்
When I was a sadhu, I was thinking I'm a sadhu, so I should always smile. So, but I gave up this idea.
நான் அதை விட்டு
So then sometimes people will ask, "You're not well, Prabhu?" I say, "What is that to you? What is that to you?" I'm thinking inside, but outwardly I'll say, "No, I'm okay,
நான் வெளியே
but some little bit disturbed, or I have belly pain, or something." So you can be honest.
ஏன்னா அது உண்மையாக இருக்கலாம், உண்மையாக சொல்லுவாங்க.
This all smiling is all useless.
இது சும்மா பாருங்க, வெளியில் சிரிக்கிறது வந்து என்ன
Many are always smiling. This in the spiritual movements, this is going on always smiling. You have to always smile. If you don't smile, they'll think you are not well. So this is cheating. If someone will see that smile, you think he'll get Krishna by that? This will never give him Krishna. He'll also be forced to smile. And he'll get problem. Like after some time, this muscle will give pain. Smile muscle. So because if you come to me and smile, I have to smile. So everyone has to smile. Finally, everyone is having fixed on this pain. His mind is fixed on this pain here, and not on Krishna. It's just an example how this dishonesty brings unnecessary thoughts and feelings and all this. So be honest. And if you chant, you chant. If you eat, you eat. If you like anything you do it fully aware. That means we take prasad, Krishna prasad. We don't take food. This is Krishna's mercy. We are taking with all love and thankfulness and with devotion. We take Krishna's mercy prasad. If we chant, we don't think anything. Only Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we take prasad, we chant, and we do it not in unattentive, we do it attentive. And then don't eat chocolate, I wrote down. Yeah. Or anything like coffee, tea, meat, fish, eggs, all this. This is outer things. Don't watch movies and don't have sex with so many. If only with your wife, and that also to create children. So these are outer things. This is outer. Guru is trying to train us to not waste our energy. Therefore he is giving outer instructions. If you actually eat too much also, you will have too much time to digest. And then you cannot chant. If you eat less, your mind will be disturbed. You cannot chant. So he is saying eat exact amount. And so on and so on. These are many instructions. I don't do all this. So many instructions are there. This helps to not waste energy. Because Krishna is giving energy and we are just wasting it. He is giving Shakti and I am just wasting it. That's not intelligent. But more important is insight. Inside. So this antarnishtha, in the Bhagavad Gita it is said, those whose goal is within, who are getting pleasure from within, who are always inside, those who are deriving bliss from inside, they are intelligent. Krishna is saying. So we don't have to search happiness outside. Inside. For that it needs nishtha. So that nishtha, what do you think will help? What do you think is actually helping inside? Do you have an idea?
Chanting.
Listening katha, chanting.
So, Nishtha is one of the step in nine bhakti progress, no?
Yes, nishtha means to fix. It is only possible if we give up all material desires. Therefore, first outside control. But if you control outside only and you don't have any inside, then also it is artificial. So what is inside? Which is favourable for the heart, favourable for the mind, for bhakti, favourable for bhakti. Which one? You see, take the example of a flower. Flower is very beautiful. And you see, any flower, after some time she blossoms and she gives a nice fragrance and a beauty. She emanates beauty. So why? Because she is standing on that place on which she has been put. She is not moving. The flower is always there. Have you seen a flower jumping around her? No, she is there. So where Bhagavan, where Krishna has put her, she is very faithfully, she is staying there. And she is becoming healthy. So if one will go here and there, that will not help. If you have a guru, don't leave him. If Krishna has given you shelter, you stay there. So then the flower is growing by the help of sunshine and rain. Rain and sunshine. So that rain and sunshine is, rain means to listen Krishna Katha. And sunshine means the mercy of Krishna. The mercy, Kripa of Bhagavan. So if we are not able to listen, then we will dry out. Your bhakti will dry out. But some they think, I cannot listen, so I have to run somewhere to listen. I have to run. Then you have no roots. So a flower without root in the earth, she can get water, but she will not also flourish. No? You have to stay where you are. And always pray to have the opportunity to listen Krishna Katha. And then Krishna's mercy is coming. And Krishna's mercy is like sunshine. So, the flower is more intelligent. But flower is not thinking anything. She is just she is. Therefore, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, Bhalo manda nahi jani, seva matra kari. I don't know which is good and which is bad. I know which is my service. I don't know what is good and what is bad. Just like the flower, she is not mental. Oh, maybe I am in the wrong place. Maybe Krishna has put me in the wrong place. The flower is not thinking this. And, oh, maybe I should change my place. Flower is also not thinking. And even she is not thinking, oh, you see the other flower is bigger than me. She is also not thinking. And why I didn't become a tree? Why I am a flower? She is also not thinking. She is, and she grows, and she gives wonderful fragrance, honey, and also she is beautiful. Because she is not mental. So if we are mental, then we are, so to say, we are worse than a flower, or less situated. Our situation, our consciousness is more covered or lower than the consciousness of a flower. And in all together, if you just become like that, also that will not help. But being steady like a flower, one should serve Krishna. Therefore he is saying, Bhalo manda nahi jani, seva matra kari. I know which is my service. And I am just doing this And I don't know good effect, bad effect. I don't know if I am well or wrong, right. I know my Gurudev told I am doing.
என்னுடைய குருதேவ் சொல்லியிருக்காங்க அதை செய்கிறேன் அதுதான்.
So what Prabhupada said?
என்ன பிரபு சொன்னார்?
He said if you follow what I say, you'll go back to Krishna
நான் என்ன உங்களுக்கு
and get the love for
கட்டளை
Krishna.
இதை நீங்கள் பின்பற்றினால் நீங்கள் கிருஷ்ணா லோகத்துக்கு போய் சேருவீர்கள்.
So these all instruction comes from Guru.
இந்த கட்டளைகள்லாம் கிருஷ்ண குரு.
Now, can I chant?
நான் மாற்றலாமா இதெல்லாம்?
Can I chant? Like my Guru is chanting. Can I do this?
இந்த குரு சம்பந்தம் நான் அது மாதிரி
Can I cook for Krishna with love?
நான் கிருஷ்ணா
No, I cannot. So how I can do it?
செய்ய முடியும்.
This also by the mercy of Guru.
இது வந்து குருவினுடைய கருணையை மட்டும் செய்ய முடியும்.
Otherwise I will cook and I doubt.
நான் சமைப்பேன் ஆனால்
Krishna will eat this?
இது கிருஷ்ணன் சாப்பிடுவாரா?
This deity, this is really God?
இந்த மூர்த்தி வந்து உண்மையாவே
I bought it in Vrindavan for 500 rupees.
நாங்கள் 500 ரூபாய்
This metal, piece of metal.
இது ஒரு
You think this one is God?
இது கடவுளா?
So all this doubt will come.
இந்த மாதிரி சந்தேகங்கள் எங்களுக்கு உருவாக்கணும்.
And when I chant,
நான் மந்திரம் சொல்லும்போது
I will think this name is, how is possible?
இது எப்படி
This is not different from God.
இது கிருஷ்ணனை விட வேறுபட்டது இல்லைன்னு சொல்றாங்க. இது எப்படி முடியும்?
So, doing any activity, now this is the main key. This is the,
இதுதான் முக்கியமான
if you will remember this, you will be successful.
இதை நீங்க ஞாபகப்படுத்தினா உங்களுக்கு நீங்க
While chanting, while doing service,
சேவை செய்யும்போது
while listening Krishna Katha,
கதை கேட்கும்போது
while speaking Krishna Katha,
அதை பேசும்போது
one should always meditate upon Guru.
நீங்க எப்பயுமே வந்து குருவை வந்து தியானம் செய்யணும்.
Always. Here you should have Guru.
நீங்க கேட்கும்போது குரு நினைக்கணும்.
And then you will do very nice. You will do properly. Therefore he said, Sadhu Sangha Krishna Katha Ei Matro Jai Sangsara Chi Nityaro Kon Vastu Nahi. There is no way then to listen Krishna Katha, chant Krishna's name in the association of devotees, not alone. So in the association of pure devotee.
சுத்த பக்தர்களோட
So how will associate? Because my Guru is moving and Bhakti Vinod Thakur has already gone to Vrindavan. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur already gone to Vrindavan. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada already gone to Vrindavan. My Guru is somewhere in China. My Guru is in Italy. So what is this? That means I cannot do it. So the meaning is, you always keep Guru in your heart. In any time, vipade sampade. You may be suffering, you may be not suffering, very happy. Don't forget him. Usually when we are suffering, we may remember. But when one is happy, he usually forgets about God. Why? Because at that time we are intoxicated. Oh, I am very well. So the effect is, or my intelligence becomes covered. And I am thinking, this material well-being, my wellness, it is better than bhakti. Therefore I am forgetting Guru. No, I am very well. So this Maya brings illusion, forgetfulness. Therefore they said Maya Jiver Sakshat Nahidate Krishna Smriti Gyan. The Jiva, living being, is not able to remember Krishna because she is conditioned by Maya. Maya mukta jiver nahi Krishna smriti gyan. Maya mukta jiver nahi. Maya is making him forget. And how she is presenting something. Oh, you are a rich man. You are a good brahmachari. You are a nice, wealthy person having nice children. You are intelligent. You have nice hair, for example. Anything, these small things. I have a good iPhone. So maybe everything else is lost, but I have an iPhone, so my life is saved. Like that. So Maya is very clever. Recently, I was thinking like that. I got an iPhone, and then for some moment I thought my life is very nice. So, but after some time I was considering that how can I be so happy only due to a piece of metal and glass? Having just metal and glass, I am thinking my life is nice. So, this is such illusion. It is nothing more than glass and metal. So I am thinking my life is now very rich, very nice, very... So this is Maya. Maya can make you think white is black and black is white. This is Maya. Therefore it is a Maya mukta jiver nahi Krishna smriti gyan. Maya very nicely makes us convinced about something illusion and lets us forget about the essence of life. We are suffering here, but still we are not realizing it. What a glorious Maya. What a glorious power. Therefore Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, Oh my Lord, I am pure, eternal spirit soul. I belong to the spiritual world in which I am eternally associating with Krishna with all bliss, ecstasy and love. But what is that power that has made my eternal blissful soul into an ass? What is that power which has made my eternal pure soul into an ass? Why is saying ass? Because an ass has no knowledge and she is very hard working for nothing. So what is that power that has made me into an ass? I am Krishna's Angsha, Krishna's eternal spiritual part, and I am full of knowledge, full of bliss, and eternal. Now I am an ass. So what is that power? That power is Maya. Maya mukta jiver nahi Krishna smriti gyan. So as long as we are in Maya, we cannot know about Krishna. And even there will be no taste in this service to Krishna, no taste in chanting the name of Krishna, no taste in listening about Krishna, all this. So inside, one should fix on Guru. Now maybe some of you are thinking, I have no Guru. So what he is saying? But we all have Guru. Guru is already there, but we did not see him yet. We have not realized him. The moment one is saying, Krishna, I want to become a devotee, that moment already Guru is seeing him. But it takes some time to meet. But one Guru is already there, and that is Krishna. Krishna Vande Jagat Guru. Krishna is in our heart. So Guru has said, you always chant the name of Krishna. Who is in your heart? That we can do. And if one will chant, praying, oh my Lord, I want to become your pure devotee again, then Krishna inside his heart will come out and show himself as Guru. He'll appear as Guru. So that is a fact. So,
Ballen zie je opgekocht, hè? Wunderbar.
oh,
Dat is dus dan niet meer zo goed zum Laufen, is nicht so gut zu Fuß, hè?
yes.
Ja, ist schon von der Kuh, ja. Ja, eben.
So he's going to the forest, thinking this is Vrindavan. In Vrindavan there is no danger. Krishna is there. So now we are in this material world, and we know we should not do this, and we should not do this, and we should do this and this. So this is all theory. Now we have to practically put it. Let me become practical. And practical means to actually do sadhana. So this is sadhana bhakti. Sadhana bhakti means to chant 16 rounds, to wake up early in the morning and all these things. And then sadhana bhakti will become bhava bhakti. Bhava means that out of your praxis, all of a sudden you will feel like loving Krishna. You will start to get some bliss. All of a sudden you will worship Krishna and Krishna will smile at you. You will chant the name and your heart becomes blissful. So bhava will come to who does nice sadhana. And then when the bhava comes, the devotee becomes fixed. He'll be like Prabhupada said, chant and be happy. He will always be happy in the service of Krishna. And he'll do more seva. So when he'll do more seva, then prema will come. And prema means love. So all this comes due to only practicing. So unless we practice, we have no hope. And that praxis should be done, always meditating and praying to a real Guru. Otherwise you can also chant for millions of lives. Bahunam janmanam ante kyantva mam prapatyante. Ekhalavya, he was following his Guru, worshipping his Guru. You know Ekhalavya? But then Guru cut his thumb. So many they are thinking, Ekalavya. Many are thinking this Guru is not good. Ekhalavya was fully surrendering to his Guru, but he cut his thumb. The thumb is the only needed, the most important to shoot arrows is your thumb. But the Guru cut his thumb. What a Guru is. But in the real truth, Ekalavya was not a good disciple. He was worshipping his Guru for his own sense gratification. So the worship of Guru should not be done for our own sense gratification. Dronacharya told him, you should not, you cannot study this shooting arrow. Huh? He said, archery. But still he did. From the beginning he didn't follow. Then some are saying that his Guru wanted, because he was partial to Arjun, he wanted Arjun to be promoted and Ekalavya not. Some are saying, some people. But this is not true. Because Arjun did not have any desire. So he was used. He was not in that passion. But that Ekalavya was having that passion. Therefore Guru did not allow him. But then he was worshipping his Guru and becoming very powerful. So by Guru Bhakti, one becomes so powerful. He was worshipping Dronacharya's Murti, one deity. And he became better than Arjuna. One day Arjuna and the Pandavas, they were in the forest with Drona. And then I think one dog or some animal came running with many arrows in his mouth or in his eye or mouth, many arrows at one spot. So they thought, who can shoot so many arrows in one spot? That only we know Arjuna can do, no one else. But then they saw this was Ekalavya. So Ekalavya became better than Arjuna. Then Drona called him. He said, now how you did this? Then he showed his place in the forest. He had his own small bhajan kutir with the deity of his guru Dronacharya. Then he said, oh, you worshipped me, so you have to give me dana, guru dakshina. You have to give me something as a disciple. So he said, yes, Gurudev. So he said, show me your hand. And he chopped off his finger. So why? Because he was cheating. He was cheating. So we can worship also Prabhupada and become very powerful, but we may not get Krishna prema unless we will do pure service to Guru. And that means I live to please my spiritual master. I live to please him. I don't live to please me. That is pure. To him Guru will give Krishna prema. It's the same thing. If you have a servant in your house, does anyone have a servant in his house? No bimbo? In India something.
Back home. But nowadays we call staff, because servant is a very
staff.
not a good word. We call like a staff.
Because you are good people, but some are there, they'll not call staff. So, but that servant, if he is very humble and anything you give to him, he's thankful and he's always very happy to do something, then you want to give him more. But if he's always, you have to always be careful, he'll not steal, and you always have to watch him, otherwise he'll be lazy. And if you don't chastise him, he cannot do any work. So this type of servant, you don't like to give him more than maximum. Means just whatever we sign, that he'll get. So this, similarly, if one becomes a servant of Krishna, Guru, just doing service, very humbly, then Guru will actually give him Krishna prema. He will be so much blessed. But I can see many in my life, like some years I'm now in ISKCON, so some I saw, they did so much seva, but inside they were thinking I'll become temple president. So much busy, very busy, everything like in charge. Just having hope, one day I'll be manager of this temple. So okay, you become manager, but don't get love of Krishna. Manager means headache. And then you'll cry and search another manager. But no one will maybe show up. Then you suffer. So, this humble seva. So there is a song, we have no time, eh? What is the time?
7 past 1. 7 past 1.
Today we don't follow exactly. That servant was there of Ramanujacharya. So he was called Kuresha. And Ramanujacharya was so powerful because he had pure bhakti. And therefore, he convinced everyone about Krishna bhakti, Vishnu bhakti, Lakshmi Narayana bhakti. So everyone who came in contact with Ramanujacharya became a devotee. But the king, that time there was a king. So that king was actually a Shiva Bhakta. So he thought the biggest obstacle in my country is Ramanuja Acharya. Because he is making everyone into devotees. So I have to finish him up. This happens, that the devotees are not very much liked by the karmis. Why? Because they stop your sense gratification. Like Prabhupada, this I think I have repeated 100 times till now in my life, but it's always sweet to again repeat. He was put in front of the judge by the parents of the young devotees. And he was judged that he's washing brain of the young Americans. And then the judge was listening all these accusements given by the parents. Finally he asked that old man, Prabhupada, he said, "What are you saying?" So Prabhupada just looked at him, he said, "I am not washing brain. They don't have brain. I am giving them new brain." So somehow the judge was convinced, because he was also thinking that nowadays Yaud has no brain. So that answer was perfect. So a pure devotee cannot be defeated. How you can defeat him? The absolute truth is always standing by side him, inside his heart. How can you defeat him? Therefore, Guru, Ramanuja Acharya, he was feared by the king. And one day the king said, "I want to have a debate of my main pandits should debate with Ramanuja Acharya in my palace." So Ramanuja Acharya was invited to come and debate with the pandits, Shaivite pandit, Mayavadi and Shaivite pandit. So then Ramanuja Acharya, he has no fear. He has no fear. A devotee has no fear. That is one quality. So he said, "I will go." But his disciple Kuresha, he said, "No, Gurudev, please don't go. They are planning to kill you. I will go. You give me your dress, you give me everything, that I will look like you, and I will go." You know this story, na? Tamil tiger. This is South Indian story. I'm sorry, this is offense. You are not at all such tiger. You are Krishna's devotee, so
Krishna's tiger.
Stupid. So this Kuresha went. And he actually defeated all of these panditas. By the mercy of his guru, he was equal to his guru in speaking, in the ability to defeat, to speak, he was equal. He was fully surrendered. He was going to die for his guru, not thinking anything. Why? Because he knew, if I will die, what's the problem? This body is a piece of flesh. They can finish it up, but they cannot finish my soul. And never they can finish my bhakti. And never they can finish my love. So, what's the problem? Just like Sudama or Haridas Thakur, they were beaten. Yes? Sudama, he was becoming very poor because he was so surrendered to Krishna. He became poor and more poor and more poor. And one day he was so poor and he thought it was Janmashtami, birthday of Krishna. So he went to the village and he just started to sing bhajan in one mandap, little bit higher place, below one tree. He stood and he started to sing bhajans. Govinda, Govinda, Gopala Nandalal, Krishna Govinda, Govinda, Gopala Nandalal. And not thinking anything. He said, "Krishna, I am yours. And today is your birthday. I am dying, I don't care." At that time there was a king. He was called Pondra Vasudev. So that king was very envious. he was born like we, but he was looking a little bit like Vasudev Krishna. So his mother said, from the beginning, the parents told him, "You're looking like God." So that somehow it is in sein Kopf gestiegen. How is it? It entered his consciousness. So when he became king, his father died, he became king, he put 2 extra arms and painted them blue. And his arms also he made blue. So he was looking like Vasudev, but these 2 arms are moving. These 2 are always like this. Little funny, but still, he was convinced. And he kept 2 servants, doorkeepers. He called them Jai and Vijay. And he had one Shiva and Brahma also in his palace, just like Vishnu. So this king was very envious. And he said, anyone who will worship Krishna and not me, he has to die from hunger and thirst. So Sudama, he cannot be convinced about such a fool. He cannot be convinced because he is a pure devotee. You cannot convince him, cheat him, force him. So Sudama was not just keeping quiet, but he was only worshipping Krishna in his heart. Not that king. So they stopped the water supply, they stopped for him. They didn't allow him to buy anything in any shop. He was going to starve and die. So on that day he was singing bhajan, and the bhajan was so sweet that the people came and brought rice, dal, vegetable. They put in front of him. He did not even see this. He was so absorbed in Krishna, he did not see all this. And then the king's servant came and they saw how he was being given many gifts and food. Immediately they came forward with a knife. They tried to kill him. Jack! But knife went through his body, not cutting him. He was just singing. He did not even see these guys. And knife went through the body. They could not touch him. They took away everything which was there. Rice, dal, vegetable, everything they took away. He didn't care. And then again people put new. Again take away. So there Sudama, he said, Kande kande mor deha, chari mor pran, jai chari mor pran, jai mor jivan, na chari tor naam. You can cut my body into pieces and you can take away my life, but you cannot take away the name of Krishna from my heart, from my tongue. So this is Bhakti. So this Kuresha, he went there, he defeated them mercilessly, boldly. So my Gurudev always said, a devotee has no fear, he is very bold. He will tell the truth, ready to die for it. So Kuresha, they thought he's Ramanujacharya. You got it, na? This story? You fell asleep? Translator knocked out. Kuresha. But then the king, he somehow found out this is not Ramanujacharya. So when he found out this is not Ramanujacharya, he said, we will punish him to death. And along with Kuresha, one other disciple of Ramanujacharya also came along. So these two will be finished. They will be tortured to death. But he remembered that in the past, by the mercy of Ramanujacharya, my daughter was cured. Because the king's daughter, that time was attacked by a Brahma Rakshasa, by a demon. And no tantric, no one could help her. She was completely like exorcist, becoming mad. So Ramanujacharya, when he entered, the ghost left. So that he remembered. So he thought, I cannot kill them. So what I'll do, I'll pierce out their eyes. So he sent his soldiers and they went to a lonely place And there they, with hot iron, they took out the eyes of these two disciples of Ramanuja. That time, Kuresha was crying, but not due to pain, due to ecstasy. He was crying, "Thank you, my Lord. Thank you, my Lord. Oh, my Lord, what a great opportunity I got." And these soldiers were thinking, this guy is mad. This guy is mad. He is crying out of happiness. But he was continuing. My life has become successful today. So, because I could serve my Guru, giving the eyes light, giving the light of my eyes. So when they heard this, they thought we have made big offense, great offense to him. But his disciple, his brother, his god brother, he died. Out of pain he died. But Kuresha didn't die because of spiritual power. So then he was blind. They left him. They didn't. The soldiers said, "You just go," and because they realized their mistake. So he left, and by the arrangement of God, some person came and helped Kuresh to find the way back to Sri Rangam. So when he came back to Sri Rangam, the Kuresha was just doing his bhajan, chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And then, I think he was chanting Om Namo Narayana, in fact, not Hare Krishna, because that was Shri Sampradaya, name of God. So then, Ramanujacharya, he heard that Kuresha is still alive. So he sent a message and he said, "You should pray to Ranganath to give you back your eyes. Tell him to give back your eyes." So Kuresha thought, "No, I will pray something else." So when the Puchari came out from the temple, he said, "Ranganath wants to fulfill your desire." "What is your desire?" He said, "I want that this king will become free from his offense." Then again he was doing his bhajan. Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo. And one day Ramanujacharya heard, hey, he asked to help this king, to free him from his offense. He did not ask back his eyes. So again he ordered. He said, "You should tell Kuresha to ask to get back his eyes from Krishna, from Ranganath." Then Kuresha, again when the Puchari came out, he said, "I want that the one who plucked out my eyes, he also should be free from offense." So then Ramanujacharya, when he heard this, he thought, my disciple is crazy, he is very pure, but this is one type of madness, always asking for others. Then he said, now if he'll not, he must ask back his eyes, because these eyes are not his eyes, these are my eyes. The body of Kuresha is the body of a disciple of his Guru, that means it belongs to Guru. So you tell him this, he should ask his eyes. Then Kuresha, he thought, okay, next time when the Puchari came out, he said, okay, what do you want from Sri Ranganath, from Krishna? He said, I don't want, but my Gurudev said that I should ask back my eyes. Then he got back his eyes. But if I get back my eyes, these eyes should have one quality. The quality is that I will only see Guru and Krishna and sadhus, but not any Maya. My eyes should... Hare Krishna. My eyes, okay, I will get back my eyes. Please give me my eyes. But these eyes should not look at Maya. Only at Guru and Krishna and sadhus. Then he got that mercy. And from that day on, Kuresha was absorbed only in God, in love of God. So this is the mercy of Guru. So if one will just surrender to Guru and not asking for other things, realizing that other things will not bring happiness, realizing this, then he will get the perfection of life. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So, lot of talking. Now is praxis.
நிறைய பிரச்சனை பேச்சு
This is beautiful message.
நல்ல ஒரு செய்தி
And those who follow, they get love, knowledge, jnana, vairagya, prema. Eternal enlightenment, knowledge, detachment from the material energy, and pure happiness and bliss and love for God. This is the fruit. So thank you for listening. This 4 times, 4 days or 2 days. This is actually important.